Anyway, let's move on to the next topic. And we've kind of touched on everything, but like I said, I'm trying to keep it square. So we want to do Vision Quest or Doomsday first?
Let's do Vision Quest. I feel like there's a little more to say about Doomsday, so let's start with Vision Quest.
Sure. We got our first look. I mean, this has been one that I've been intrigued by for a while. It's an interesting concept. Of course, this is kind of being pitched as the third part of a trilogy with
WandaVision and Agatha.
Well, that was my question. Is it Agatha? I guess it's Agatha that's the other part of the trilogy, and not Multiverse of Madness.
Yeah, I think Agatha.
But I think it's the 3 shows, and I mean it's full of great actors.
Yeah, I'm really excited to see Jarvis back.
Yeah, Mickey has moved up in the world. He's having some Four Roses bourbon over there, apparently.
All good. Mr. Disney, too.
Oh, I'm sure Walt had his fair share of bourbon.
Yeah.
Probably nothing new for Walt.
Yeah, probably not. It'll be my first time not seeing the middle of a trilogy. I enjoyed Agatha, but like,
I thought it was fine.
it wasn't WandaVision.
Yeah. The thing is like, WandaVision is one everybody loves, and it's actually like third or fourth on my list of shows. Like it for me, it's fine. It just it felt what they started off pitching us with the transition through the different time period of TV. It's like it happened too abruptly, and it ended abruptly, and then the final act just became Marvel Spectacle.
Yeah.
And I feel like they've learned from that, and that some of these shows have not become Spectacle at the end since that. But I felt like they kind of just took it and then just did. I just felt like it lost something towards the end for me, and it never really worked as a TV show. It's not formatted right. It just...
Honestly, I was indifferent to the end of WandaVision, really. I really just enjoyed the first half of it.
Yeah. But yeah, Agatha was not a show that I regretted watching at all.
No.
It wasn't like my favorite show. It's still towards the bottom of my Marvel pile, but it is certainly not at the bottom. There are 2 shows firmly planted at the bottom, and I don't think anything will ever drag them off.
I sure hope not.
I mean, Secret Invasion, still convinced there was AI used in that final scene. And
why?
And then Ironheart was just dreadful.
So
one redeeming thing about that was Mephisto.
Ironheart had so much potential. Like, it really wanted to be good, but it just couldn't quite, but then it did all the most disappointing things. It was kind of like The Acolyte.
Yeah.
And then, I was like, maybe he's not doing that. Maybe it's going to be...
Nick, it's not that I didn't like WandaVision. I actually thoroughly enjoy WandaVision. I just, there's other things that... It pretty much seems to be at the top of most people's list. Hawkeye's still, to me, the best top to bottom Marvel show. And then I would probably say, if I'm doing it strictly by seasons and not by whole show, Loki season 2 is right under
Loki is... I loved Loki.
Loki season 1, if I'm separating the seasons, Loki season 1's a couple spaces down for me. But Loki season 2, if I'm looking at it all as one, it's in the top.
Yeah.
Honestly, Wonder Man's way up that list for me, because Wonder Man's what I wanted in a TV show.
Yeah.
Too many Marvel projects that felt like a movie that got cut up into episodes.
Yeah. No, but I really loved WandaVision.
And look, I'll admit, Hawkeye's one of my favorite characters.
Yeah.
So I really like the show.
Now, honestly, I think my biggest complaint with Loki was it's really not what they it's not what I wanted it to be. It was a great show.
Yes.
I wanted it to be. It
wasn't what we thought it was going to be.
I wanted it to be like the little clips that they kept showing us.
Him
like
hopping
Loki
around
Loki through the ages, screwing with people.
The trickster guy.
Like, oh, he's DB Cooper. Like, like I wanted to see a whole bunch of that and didn't, and that was very sad to me.
Yeah. Yeah, Nick, I your order is slightly different than mine, but I couldn't argue with that list. And
yeah,
for me, Wonder Man's pushing that 3 spot.
Yeah. Yeah, really excellent show. But I feel like I probably will rewatch WandaVision before VisionQuest comes out rather. Don't know that I feel the need to rewatch Agatha, maybe because it's been more recent. And like it was twisty and turny, but really the only important thing for the story going forward, I think, is the reveal at the end.
Mm-hmm.
The reveal at the end of what the driving force was to all of this, I really think is the only important thing for the story of the MCU at large.
Yeah, Spencer, if you decide to rewatch Hawkeye, let me know what you think about the ending. It's one we watch it for Christmas, leading up to Christmas every year now.
Yeah.
With the finale taking place on Christmas morning, so we usually include that as part of our
we
Christmas
also have to
must-watch
watch
list.
the Guardians of the Galaxy Christmas special. That one's made it on the list.
Super
too.
fun.
Holiday special, rather.
Yeah. Very fun one.
Good one.
But Vision Quest. So this is one that like I'm intrigued by, but I wasn't really sure what to expect. I love the show's basically mostly going to take place in his head.
Right.
With all of the different, AIs. Even Dummy is one of the AIs that we see in there.
I didn't realize that.
Yeah, when the 4 that are standing there is the original Jarvis.
Right.
And then so we got Jarvis, Friday, Dummy, and one of the others. I can't remember which other one there in that shot. And then of course Ultron.
Right, which is I'm super excited about that.
And look, he's James Spader. Like, dude's gonna crush it.
Right.
I like Moon Knight. But it's one of those that's got so shoved in the back of the closet.
Yeah, honestly, like that was kind of my thing. Like I really enjoyed it, but it's like we haven't touched on any of those characters or storylines or concepts or anything, and so it just kind of got left there.
Yeah,
I
we'll
mean,
come back to that in a minute because I've actually got some thoughts on Moon Knight.
On Moon Knight, okay.
Yeah. But yeah, it's like there's a few things that they've done that have just kind of gotten tossed in the back of the closet and forgotten about.
Yeah.
And look, he's a busy actor. I get that. Like
it was such a interesting.
So good.
Such an interesting story, though.
Yeah, no, for sure. But so this one, so essentially what we have is this version of Vision that has all of Vision's memories.
Right.
And no emotional connection to them.
Right.
Like no emotion. And he can't connect to the memories. And so it's sort of an internal struggle, like literally, to, I guess, find himself. So it's just as kind of like a psychological concept. It sounds really interesting. And I really think you've got the actors there to do something really special with it. Because you've got a couple of really great actors playing the lead roles.
Yeah.
I love moments from that trailer, like that Ultron has to keep being told to use his human avatar. It's that's a lot of fun. James Spader did not look how I expected him to look.
No, I expected, like, if Ultron's going to have a human avatar, he's going to be, like, slick back.
But that's how, that picture of James Spader is part of how Nick got Michael Shanks to retweet him today.
Oh, perfect. Okay.
So, everything's coming full circle.
Uh-huh. That's fun.
But what else? What'd you think? I mean, we don't have just a ton to go on here.
No, I am
Now,
really intrigued.
it's Terry Matalas, who is the one that kind of came back and saved that last season of Picard, that everybody that had been hating everything Star Trek loved. Like, Terry Matalas is really good at what he does.
Yeah.
And so he's one that I do kind of trust with this. And I'm glad for a change that it's one that everybody's not ready to just rip apart without watching.
Right, yeah. I think that's a good... I think that was a good call. Like, sometimes you got to play it safe.
Yeah. Other interesting things, they apparently did a whole... Like, actually brought in scientists to recreate their own version of Technicolor.
Yeah, that's interesting.
To do so, that's how we're going to know when we're in his head or not. Is whether it's in Technicolor. So Vision's internal monologue and everything is Technicolor, which is kind of cool and a throwback to sort of the opening concept for WandaVision.
Yeah, well, and I think that it's smart because that, it was that and The Mandalorian were the flagship projects for Disney Plus. And it's just really smart, I think, to kind of harken back to that. Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I'll have to go find the thread on Twitter, Nick.
But yeah, so I don't really know what else to say about VisionQuest other than it looks cool. We're getting the other we had one of the kids in Agatha. And we're getting the other. We're getting Speed.
Yeah.
In this one. So I'm curious to see how they're going to play like in what's in his head and what's not, because we also know it sounded like I think I saw that War Machine's supposed to be in this one.
Okay.
So we're going to get some real world stuff. It's not going to be fully in his head, which is kind of what I thought they were going to do. Also, since they created their own Technicolor process, I really want them to do the next Werewolf by Night in Technicolor.
Yes, absolutely.
And I actually want them to go back and do that color change at the end of the first one to Technicolor.
Yeah. Which
is what they were emulating.
Right.
But now they actually could pretty much go do it.
Yeah, I would watch that. That's one that we pull out at Halloween. It's Werewolf by Night.
That's tremendous.
Yeah, we don't have a whole lot of we usually watch Hocus Pocus. We usually watch Werewolf by Night. We don't have a whole lot of Halloween movies that we always pull out, but
yeah,
that one's one.
Yeah, I mean the fact that that groups that hard line against where modern Trek is gave that season of Picard a positive review is quite the feat.
Yeah, for sure.
That,
Nick, that's the $100,000 question, right? Will Wanda show up? I mean,
I think we could see memories.
So I feel like if she's in any if she has any inkling of where he is and what's going on.
Well, we don't know where she is.
And that's the thing. Like, I think that if she's in any position to show, if she's in any position to know where he is, I think she 100% shows
Well, we
up.
were left not even knowing if she's alive or dead.
Right, but there's a lot of question marks about Wanda right now.
There are, but she's going to be in Doomsday.
Okay.
At least we don't know if it's our Wanda or a variant. And I personally think she's going to be one of one of the Latverian witches. There's several different witches, and I'm kind of a lot of people are kind of trending the same way that Wanda's likely, because these witches are what's giving him a lot of his power. It's probably Wanda. It's probably Agatha.
Yeah.
It could even be Strange. So we're going to have to see exactly what we're dealing with there, but she's going to be in it. I did actually, and we're going to get to that in just a second, Spencer. I'm trying to keep my topics separate, even though I'm kind of blurring them on my own here. But any last thoughts on VisionQuest before we move on to Doomsday?
No, I think I've pretty much exhausted all my thoughts on it. I'm excited.
Yeah.
I'll definitely be watching it.
Definitely excited for that. What is the release date on that, by the way?
I have no idea. Andrew, why do you ever ask me things like dates?
Sometimes you know things. October, so it's actually pre-Doomsday.
Okay.
Actually, it's even re-release of Endgame. So could play a role in what's to come.
Yeah.
Because Vision's one that you kind of feel like you'd like to have Vision there in whatever fight's coming. So
right.
That's possible that he just doesn't show up until Secret Wars. But Spencer says not convinced we're getting Wanda in Doomsday. I believe they brought her on stage at SDCC, but I could be wrong.
I don't know.
Either way, everybody's going to be in Doomsday.
If she's alive, she's there. But
she'll at least be in Secret Wars. There's no way they're doing Secret Wars without Wanda.
Okay.
She's definitely not in the initial list of names. But you know good and well that ain't everybody.
No.
Because we already found out that Hugh Jackman and Ryan Reynolds are in.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. It'll be interesting to see why celebrate Doomsday when we could celebrate Dingus Day instead. This is one of life's great questions.
Hey there, sci-fi fans. We hope you enjoyed this clip from a previous live stream of the Science Fictionary podcast. We hope you'll go check out other episodes. We hope you'll hit that like and that subscribe button. And please go check out all of our friends over at the Red 5 Network. And as always, may the Force be with you.